What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm creating my dream Formula 1 calendar. It will be a 24 race season and I'm going to start it off with Australia. First of all, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, the first race, the opening race will be Melbourne, Australia. I think last time this was the opening race, it was good. It was when Valtteri Bottas was at Mercedes, he won. I think it should return. Bahrain has been moved from the first race to the second. I think Bahrain is a really good track. I like it, and it's actually the only Middle Eastern track I have on this calendar, so it will take second spot. And next up, I am gonna put a new track on this calendar. Introducing this Kyalami GP. It's been rumored to join F1 in IRL around 2024. And I think it'll be a great addition to the F1 calendar. Next up is another new track. I've replaced the Spanish Barcelona circuit. It isn't a good track. The racing is not good. There's only one real overtaking opportunity. So I put Jerez. It's a Formula 2 testing track where they test in summer or winter. I don't know. I've looked at it. I think it is better than Barcelona. Now, the Portuguese GP in Portimão will make a return in my dream F1 calendar. It was here in 2020, and I think it is a good race, and it should return to the F1 calendar. For round 6, the French GP makes a return, but it's not Paul Ricard. It's Magny-Cours. This is a racetrack which I believe they race in Le Mans. I'm not sure. I think it used to be in F1, and I think it's better than Paul Ricard. And France does need a race with Alpine, Gasly and Ocon. So I think it's fitting, and I think this could be a good race that the French GP needs. Next up is Imola, the first of 3 Italian races that I've included in this calendar. Imola, it's a good track in real life. It joined in 2020 after a long breakout. I'm not sure when it was last seen, and it has shown some good racing with battles between Verstappen, Leclerc, Verstappen, Hamilton. And yeah, I think it should stay in the F1 calendar. Well, we will have back-to-back Italian GPs. I've included Mugello, which made its, I think, F1 debut in 2020 when COVID happened, like multiple of these circuits. It's a really fast flowing track, and I think it was a good race. It was kind of chaotic, which is what makes people interested in F1, I guess. But it's a good track, it's a good race, and I think it will be good in the F1 calendar again. The home of F1, Silverstone, it will be in my calendar, of course. You can't take Silverstone out. Probably one of the best races on the calendar. Great racing, multiple overtaking opportunities, so there's nothing more to say about Silverstone. Next up, we have the Red Bull Ring in Austria. This track is pretty short, but it has some good racing. Pretty much only straights. It's a very high speed track, so it will be in my dream F1 calendar. Now we have one of the favourite community tracks, Hockenheim. The German GP track, which used to be in F1. It left, and apparently recently it's expressed interest into returning to F1 because of the arrival of Audi in 2026. So I think this would be a great track in F1. It's a really good track, and Germany does need a track with 2 teams now. Well, talking of Germany needing an F1 race, I've decided to give them 2. Nürburgring is going to be the next track on the F1 calendar, back-to-back German GPs. This race, some history in F1, and it returned for 2020, I think it was. And it gave a pretty decent race, and I think it deserves to be back in the sport. It is a pretty historic track after all. Next up, as we hit the halfway point, it's the iconic track of Spa-Francorchamps. This is the Belgium GP. It's been rumoured to be leaving the calendar or contract extension. I think it deserves to stay. Just the history of the track, Eau Rouge, is just so iconic, so it has to stay in the F1 calendar. After Belgium, we head to Zandvoort, Max Verstappen's home race, and I was really debating this one because the racing, it was okay, I guess, but it wasn't the best. But then Max Verstappen, 2-time world champion, he does deserve his own home race. The atmosphere there is really cool. It's really exciting when F1 races come, so it does deserve to stay. Now this one is a very weird and unrealistic one. I put the Copenhagen Street Circuit, which is actually not a real track at the moment. It was proposed to F1 in 2020 by Kevin Magnussen's dad and some other guy, and I thought the track looked cool and I need a track near me. I live in Sweden, no chance they're getting one here, so I thought, Copenhagen, let's do it. K-Mag, come on. For round 16, the third Italian race is the Temple Speed of Monza. There isn't really much to say about this one, it's obvious it's got to be in the calendar, so here it is. To end off the European part of the season, we have Turkey, Istanbul Park. Now this featured in the 2020 season where there was COVID, and it was a really great, exciting race. So I think it should return. It's a good track, it's exciting, it's what F1 needs. Round 18 is a fan favourite, Sepang, Malaysia. This needs to return. Great track, great race. We need some more races in Asia, so it's got to be this one, right? After Malaysia, we go south to Singapore. The Marina Bay Circuit, it's the longest on the calendar, and it brings some pretty exciting racing. Not because of the battles, because strategy and the toll it takes, so I think we need a track like this on the calendar. I think you know what's coming next, it's Suzuka, Japan. This track is amazing, it's great to drive, it's great to watch, just the fast middle sector, the overtaking opportunities are there. It's just a really all-round good track, which should stay on the F1 calendar. And now into the last 4 tracks on my F1 dream calendar. It's COTA in Texas. Now this was a pretty debatable one. I was debating if I should go for 23 or 24 races. I went for 24, I kept this in, took Miami out because Miami sucks, and COTA, yeah, because it's a good track. What else is there to say? Next up is Mexico. This was another debatable one, because in real life it was pretty trash race, let's just say. So I want to keep it in because I like driving it. I think it is a good track when the racing is good, but it wasn't really good last time. And that brings us on to the next one, which is Las Vegas. This one's debatable because we don't know what's going to happen, but I kept Las Vegas in because it could be a good track, and you know, it's just like the atmosphere there will probably be insane, so let's keep it in. Final track is not Abu Dhabi, it's a fan favourite, it's Interlagos, Brazil. I think this would be a great last race. If it's a sprint or not, I don't care, it's a great track, and it should be on the F1 calendar ahead of Abu Dhabi any day. Interlagos, one of the best tracks on the calendar, finishes off my dream F1 calendar. So if you guys like that video, make sure to subscribe and comment down below what you guys think of my choices and what you would want to add or keep. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.